The Nash Next contest is brought to you by 1079 Nash Icon. We're closing in on the finals here in a couple of weeks. Tomorrow, a huge competition out at Hamilton Place. Our buddy Dodger, host of the afternoon show on Nash Icon, is here with details. Welcome back.
Thanks. It's great to be back.
Man, the competition's been pretty heated from what I've seen.
It has been. We've had a number of great artists involved this year, 20 artists. We're going to narrow that down to 6 coming up next week. But first, we've got a few things to take care of, including this showcase out at Hamilton Place.
Tell me what's going to be going on out at Hamilton Place, and this is tomorrow afternoon.
Yep. Looking forward to it because from 2 to 4 out at Hamilton Place, you can come by. We're going to have 4 of our artists performing on stage right there at Hamilton Place. Free concert in the middle of the mall, 2 until 4. They're going to showcase what they have, show their talents, and giving them an opportunity to jump on stage and perform in front of people, which is what we've wanted to do for all of our artists.
And it's kind of an endeavor where a lot of these folks taking part in the contest, they're not used to playing on stage at a mall. They're used to playing in a different kind of environment.
Yeah.
Think that's going to tilt the scale one way or another?
It is a little bit different of an environment. It's a different setup. It's much more subdued, a little more laid back than a stage. It'll be a little more acoustic style at the mall. So yeah, we'll see kind of how the artists adjust to that a little bit. It should be fun.
You know, and they had Tiffany to live up to. It was there last week.
That's right. It's great at malls.
Not in the running. She's not a country artist. You said this has been a really intense competition. What is the winner at the end of this contest going to get?
Our local winner going to get on stage at Riverbend 2018 on the Unum stage. That's been already promised.
Yeah.
So that's the big for our local winner. So it's nice to be able to give them that prize to say, hey, in 2018, you're going to be at the biggest music festival of the year here in Chattanooga and up on stage. Now, nationally, they're going to move on to the next round, which will put them and continue to allow them to compete for that guaranteed radio airplay and that record deal from Big Machine Label Group. So big prize is the grand prize, but locally a great prize for those artists too.
Now, how are these folks going to get to the finals of this?
Yeah, coming up on Monday, we're going to have to cut down from our 20. I don't know how we're going to do it. We've got so many great artists, it's going to be tough. But we're going to have to narrow down to 6 to compete at our finals, which is going to happen August 25th at the Renaissance Center down in Rossville.
Right. And what happens on that night? Who are you going to have judging that night?
On that night, I'm looking forward to it because it's going to be a great night. It's all going to benefit the Hunter Worley Foundation, which, first of all, is a great cause. So every penny from ticket sales is going to go to the Hunter Worley Foundation. And we've got 3 great judges lined up. We've got Cody McCarver, Keith Harling, and his wife going to be judging. Jackie, you're going to be there. And yours truly going to be up there with us, too.
Who's the other 3rd great judge? You said great judges.
Yes, exactly.
So
that's what I meant.
2 good ones and one.
Well, we'll see. You've seen some of the performers. So
I
you'll
have.
be able to judge them, too.
I got to tell you, I've been very impressed with the level of talent that you guys have had. The worst one I've seen has been great.
Yeah.
I mean, they really, really have. What do you think it's going to take? What's that little special ingredient that it's going to take to win this contest? Not just here locally, but to go on up to the Nationals.
It's so hard to tell what judges look for these days. It really is. And everybody asks that question, what's that one thing that people want? And it's that it factor. It's, it's the undefinable thing. It's the thing that nobody can really define. But you just know it when you see it. It's that it factor. And if they're up on stage and performing and all of a sudden that crowd just starts to really get into it, then you know that artist really is hitting the nerve.
The
really
judges do take notice of that, especially. Everyone can be expected to hit a false note once in a while, but when you see that charismatic energy coming through the crowd back at the performer, that's something you can't fake. Let's talk here for just a few seconds about Austin Zachary. He's a local here that's going to be performing, right?
Absolutely.
Describe him in 10 seconds or less.
Another big voice country music guy, which a guy who's worked hard to hone his craft. He's tried out for some of those other competitions, and he's, I believe, going to continue to try out for some of those as well. But a guy who's starting to develop that really up and coming, a younger guy. So on the way up. And it's nice to see those guys on the way up as they start to progress in their career.